Sub-Saharan Africa's recovery from the global economic downturn is proceeding quite well. Our best estimates at this point is that in 2011 we'll see growth approach some 5.5%, up from the 5% growth achieved in 2010. All of this, of course, depends on the global economic recovery continuing to proceed as well. And as you know, there are some uncertainties surrounding that. So far, the impact on domestic inflation in most countries in many countries has been limited. Some countries have had very good harvests and so have been able to see a mitigation on the inflation rate because of that. Our sense, though, is that in the next few months, many countries, if not most countries, will see, certainly from the food shock and also from the fuel shock, high pressures on inflation that they'll then have to respond to. In the short term, of course, with these increased food and fuel prices, it is important for governments to look at their budgets and see what room they have to implement targeted initiatives to mitigate the impact on the poor. Of course, they have less space this time around than they did in 2008, so it's very, very important to make sure that they avoid very costly initiatives and that those initiatives are properly targeted on those who need help most, and those are the poor. From now on through the medium term, countries have to try to rebuild the policy space they had that helped them respond so well to the global crisis. And so that requires reducing debt, putting in place policies to increase reserves, dealing with financial sector issues, all of that with a view to giving them the capacity to deal with future shocks. And it's clear that they've been faced with a number of successive shocks, and there will be more in the future. So it's important to have the wherewithal to deal with those problems when they do come.